tap, tap, tap. What am I doing? What am I doing? Do I have snot coming out of my nose? But first, Hector's amazing. Look at that. Right there. Doesn't have to worry about spilling anything anywhere. All right, guys. So here I am at ASUS. And what I have in front of me is Hector. He's my helper today. Instead of Fred, he's holding my water for me. And he's making sure that it doesn't drop on this. And this right here is the Zephyrus G14. Now, you've seen this thing covered to death already at CES, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to bring up about it. First of all, it has AMD's next generation 4800 series APUs in it, and they are efficient. They are based on the Zen 2 architecture, and you've probably already seen our video of those processors, and you can actually find it right up here. Now, that's all really interesting, but there's something else that I wanted to bring up about it, and that is the fact that they are actually using the 4800HS in this, and that's a 35-watt TDP spec, which is completely different from the 4800 that a lot of other people are going to be using in their notebooks, and supposedly ASUS has a 6-month exclusive on that. But first, I wanted to thank our sponsors for this show. Without the help of Be Quiet, Thermaltake, Razer, and Fantex, we would not have been able to attend CES 2020. Now, this is what I was super excited about for probably about the entire time that I was here at ASUS. This is the TUF A17, and there's also going to be an A15 that's a 15-inch version, but this is the 17-inch version. And what this does is it packs all of the same specifications as this higher-end G14 into a much more affordable chassis. No, it doesn't have all of the beautiful lines of the G14, but the specifications are literally similar other than the HS processor. So let's take a look at this, because we did have some really critical feedback for TUF Gaming last year at CES. What they've done is they've taken our feedback and your feedback, and they've updated the entire design. Last year we noticed that their TUF notebook, the cover, first of all, it was flexing and it really didn't feel like a high quality device. What they've done now is they've upgraded it to an all aluminum finish, and it feels really good. There's a lot less flex, and it also picks up a lot less fingerprints. Moving on to the inside, unfortunately, it really looks the same as last year. You still have the fingerprint magnet finish over everything, but the keyboard has been upgraded just a bit, so it has a little bit better tactile feedback. But in my opinion, there still needs to be some work done on here in order for them to hit the same level of quality as something like the Y540 from Legion. But we also have to remember that this notebook starts at $999 and it's probably going to top out at around $1,500. On sale Black Friday, you're probably gonna be able to find this thing for like 700 bucks, like you were able to find the TUF Gaming this year. Now, moving on to the interior specs, that's where this really shines. We're talking about a Ryzen 7 4800H processor and probably other SKUs, or definitely other SKUs, with lower end processors as well. Moving on to the display, things get a little bit interesting because the 15-inch version of this notebook, the A15, has a VA panel with adaptive sync up to 144 Hertz. On the flip side of that coin, the 17-inch has that exact same VA and adaptive sync, but it only tops out at 120 Hertz. So I'm thinking that 15-inch model might be that perfect combination of size, performance, and everything else. And speaking about performance, let's talk really quickly about what we're seeing for specifications. Starting things off with the GPU, it's basically what you're gonna get in those more affordable gaming notebooks. It's gonna start off at a GTX 1650, and it's gonna make its way all the way up to the RTX 2060. We already know that the real star of this show is going to be the Ryzen 4000 series processors. Another cool thing about this notebook is the way that they've handled the battery situation. So on one model, you're going to have your standard hard drive and a smaller 48 watt-hour battery. On a different model, they're going to be eliminating that hard drive, and it's going to be one full, huge 90 watt-hour battery that's supposed to give you all day or even longer than all day battery life when it's paired up with those super efficient Ryzen 4000 series CPU. So there you have it, guys. I know this one was a little bit short, but we just wanted to quickly cover this because I personally think this is one of the more exciting laptops. Sure, it's not all flash and dash like this G14, but it's something that a lot of you guys are probably going to look into buying because it's not so expensive. So I think I'm going to wrap this up here and say, you know, good job, TUF Gaming, because this right here is how you leverage a new technology into something that more people will buy. So I'm Mike with Hardware Canucks, signing off from ASUS, and I will probably see you in the next one.